The Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central Sales Pricing Experience, Microsoft Pricing, feature for resources is now available and can be enabled through Business Central Feature Management and Progressus Feature Management pages. Some of the benefits of using the Microsoft Sales Pricing Experience for resource costs and prices are unified pricing structure, flexible price calculations, and enhanced visibility and control. This feature supports pricing based on customer-specific rates and other options, and the ability to filter by customer, resource, and other options. If you opt to use Microsoft Sales Price Experience, there are some features that Progressus offers with its costs and prices that are not currently supported or available from Microsoft. These features are true labor salary costing, sales price templates, resource subgroup costs and prices, and overtime costs and prices. Microsoft pricing is valuable if you require customer pricing or pricing based on quantity. Microsoft cost and pricing will only recognize item and resource costs and prices. Expense costs and prices will continue to be defined in Progressus. The Progressus Sales Price Update feature is not available with Microsoft Price Experience. To implement the Microsoft pricing for resources, the feature must be enabled in two places. The first is Microsoft Feature Management, and the second location to enable is Progressus Feature Management. Microsoft does not allow its new sales price experience to be turned off once it is enabled. Turning on Microsoft's new sales price experience enables Microsoft item pricing, which cannot be turned off. However, Progressus gives the option to turn Microsoft resource cost pricing on and off in the Progressus Feature Management. Access the setting to enable by searching for Feature Management. Enable Sales Price Experience in Microsoft Feature Management as the first step. This is required to use the Microsoft Pricing Setup pages. This enables Microsoft item pricing and cannot be reverted once enabled. An additional step is required to use Microsoft Resource Pricing features with Progressus functionality. Search for Progressus Feature Management as the second step to enable the pricing experience. This option turns on the use of sales price and purchase price for resources. This can be disabled to return to Progressus resource cost and prices. Let's review the Microsoft Sales Price List and configuration options. This price list is an example of how to set up a price list for resource groups based on your customers. Assign prices based on all customers or other options related to customers. If you don't choose all customers, you can instead assign prices to specific customers here or other customer categories based on the Assign to Type field. Currencies can also be included as an option for defining customer prices. Using effective dates is valuable to easily handle price changes. Choose the product type. The choices that work with Progressus are item, item discount group, resource, and resource group. The product number lookup is based on the product type chosen. The resource group list is seen because the product type of resource group is chosen. Prices can be defined and evaluated based on the quantity entered on a transaction. Set resource rates that reflect skill level and market positioning. Discounts can also be defined. Now let's look at pricing defined based on the project instead of by the customer. These prices are set up for project PGS 001. These prices are set up by the resource group for this project and will only be used if this project is chosen on the timesheet or time journals. Because discounts are used for the project, we have chosen to view the columns to define the discounts. Notice the discounts defined for each resource group for this project. Now let's look at the purchase price list that defines the costs used for items and resources when the Microsoft pricing feature is enabled. If Microsoft pricing is enabled, you will be required to set up both sales price and purchase price to establish costs and prices for items and resources if used on your projects. These examples are to define the cost rates for all projects. The project assigned to types available are all projects, a specific project, and the combination of project and task. The start and end dates can also be used for effective dates for the cost. Here we see the same product type lookup for costs as is available for prices. The options used in Progressus are item, item discount group, resource, and resource group. This is an example of setting up costs for resource groups: consultant, developer, and project manager. As with sales prices, The unit cost is defined and can include options to set quantity thresholds and define discounts. Now let's enter a time journal and see how the costs and prices are used during entry. The resource costs for the journal are from the All Projects Purchase Prices setup. Notice the insert screen of the purchase prices we reviewed earlier. The journals for project PGS 001, shown as lines 1 through 3 of the journal, derive their price and discount from the project-specific prices we showed earlier and are represented in the inset below. The journals for project PGS 003, shown on lines 3 through 6, derive their price and discount from the All Customers setup we showed earlier and are represented in the inset below. Thank you for viewing this video on Microsoft pricing. For more information, please reach out to us using the contact information provided here.